Right, welcome ladies and gents. Dragon Age, the Veilguard. It came out. Player count is there. We've got it on Steam. It's not doing great. It's topped out now at 70,000 is the... Well, it's the 24-hour peak, but it is actually the all-time player peak as well, just as an FYI. 70,414. I looked at this yesterday whilst doing my live podcast, and it sort of got to about the 58 mark, and then it started to really slow down, and then that's when you could just see that it's just flatlined there, basically. Which is not great. It's not great. And obviously, it's the player count is incredibly small by comparison to Monster Hunter Wilds beta. So that's... I mean, that's not good. What's the difference? Let's have a look. Oh. 382,293 for Monster Hunter Wilds beta test. For a beta test, it's got nearly 400,000 players right now. Holy shit. All-time peak. 463,798. Hilariously, again, it released today, and it's just... no, it started to sort of... Well, they're beta testing it here, clearly. And then it's just catapulted itself up. I mean, this is a meteoric rise. Look at that. Like, that's insane. Insanely good, obviously. And right now, players currently, just right now, currently in the game, 376,000. I mean, it doesn't... Even at the lowest, once it had sort of catapulted itself off, was 258. Wow. I mean, that's great. And also, I thought I'd just look at some other things on here as well, actually. The Forest. 75,000, just currently in the game. Dragon Age, a brand new AAA game title, 59,000. That's really not good. It isn't. Regardless whether you love this or not, it doesn't really matter. That's not good. 59,000 players right now. In comparison to The Forest. A game which released April 6 years ago. 75,000. Just currently, right now. That's mad. That's absolutely mad. And yeah, people will go and argue and go, well, it was #1 trending on Steam. It was the #1 sale. Yeah, that day. Yeah. Yeah, of course it was. Like, absolutely, of course it was. You can see it here on the side. But still, that's not great. It's not brilliant, is it? Yeah, #1 top sellers. Yeah, of course it was. Because again, that day. And it's got mainly positive reviews, just to be completely, transparent about it. But not a lot of people are reviewing it. Only 3,800. I mean, that's not good either, really. So I thought we'd just take a look at this, right? So EA and BioWare's Dragon Age, the Veilguard, had a lukewarm release that was completely and utterly trounced by the Monster Hunter Wilds beta, and is still being trounced. I honestly can't get over that. I mean, it's really impressive, genuinely. 382,293 currently right now. That is very, very impressive. But just to throw it out there, I think The Forest is actually more impressive. A 6-year-old game. And there's 75,000 players right now. That's amazing. That is actually amazing. They must be well happy with that. So on its release day, Dragon Age the Veilguard's player count peaked at 70,414. A far cry from the Breakout Potential EA CEO Andrew Wilson claimed the game had during EA's Q2 2025 earnings conference call. Wilson said, quote, I certainly think Veilguard has breakout potential. Again, 10 years ago, Dragon Age Inquisition won Game of the Year and was a very strong performer for us in the conduct of our business. This is entertainment. And so while much of our business has moved to live service, moment to moment, deliver innovation and creativity for a deeply engaged community over the course of time, this opportunity to bring in incredibly high quality creative storytelling set in an amazing world of rich characters living out their stories, you're able to capture that moment in entertainment. Success almost certainly follows. Yeah, but I mean, there's a 2-minute lecture. FYI, there are subscribers of mine that have played this, and it's like a 50-hour game or something like that. They got 15 hours into it, and they quite liked it. I'm not trying to take that away from anyone that likes it, but the numbers, the raw numbers, do speak volumes. This is not good for a AAA game. It's just not. So the game's peak player counts were dwarfed by Monster Hunter Wilds, which hit a peak of 463,798. That's mad. The beta test for Monster Hunter Wilds is free, while Dragon Age the Veilguard does cost $60. Which, yeah, true. But, I mean, look, even if you get... Well... Yeah, I mean, even... Yeah, it might be free, but I still think there'll be a big crossover from there, surely. Black Myth Wukong. That's doing well still. 85,000. 24-hour peak. All-time peak, sorry. 85,000. 24-hour peak was 18. Now, this is interesting because this sold like 10 million copies, so this isn't indicative of the overall player count. But that's still doing better. 24-hour peak now currently does sit at 18,000, though. Which is, again, I still go back to the fact that the Forest is doing amazing. I can't believe that. Dragon Age the Veilguard only hit 70,000 in its first day. It's likely to see that number increase as players pick up the game over the weekend. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. It does say this, that similar trends were seen with the recent releases as Metaphor Ray Refantazo, which saw its peak player count hit 85,961 on its first day, its first Sunday after being released on Friday. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero followed a similar trend, 122,500. Which is, you know, several days after it had been released as well. But it's still not great. Like, that, it still is not... There's not really any way to go around it, really. Like, it's just, that's not... For a AAA game, you shouldn't be impressed with that. That's not a good... I mean, Call of Duty. 189,000, right? Counter-Strike, 1 million. Older games are always doing better. Always. Grand Theft Auto. Well, Grand Theft Auto 5's always got good amount. Black Myth Wukong currently 112,000 right now. Rust. Again, games that are old, you know, 6 years old. That's mad. It's absolutely mad. Naraka Blade Point, whatever that is. That's 3 years old. That's doing great still. I'd be embarrassed if that was me releasing this game and only getting 59,000 players currently right now. That's terrible. But anyway, what do you guys think? Let me know down below. Can we count this a bomb? I don't know. I don't know. I think maybe we could count this as a bomb. It's not doing well anyway. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. Cheers, take care. Bye-bye now.